Hello and welcome back to Going Medieval. I'm your host Survival Joe, and in previous episode we had our first settler added to our roster, which is, I guess, Michael, and of course that resulted in a raid being executed, which resulted in some hasty building and whatnot. However, we need to take a little bit more methodical approach and ensure that we build our defenses, as the title suggests. Build up your defenses with the tutorial part. Alright, and the whole focus for today will be slowly building these defenses and also moving these constructs within the large building on the bottom floor, while the sleeping quarters will be built on the top floor. Yes. Also, I'm building a small porch just to make it nice and dandy, and then we will see how we will progress from there. My kind of vision is that maybe this will eventually become the Great Hall, although don't hold your horses just yet, because honestly, I have no idea. One thing is for certain, we are building forward and we will be building the walls. Yes. The walls will be really important for some, defense, and to wall this section in so that we can funnel the unsuspecting attackers down the doom corridor, or, corridor of death that will be our archers. Yes. However, I'm getting a little bit too ahead of myself. I am currently building, first and foremost, the porch outside, and then we will see how we will be resolving that. Alright, so Dan, not enough allowed resources. Yes, we will need to cut a bit more wood, and I will for sure be planting more wood as well. Currently our food and everything stockpiles are decent, our construction materials are plentiful. Food can be a little bit scarce on occasions, but hopefully nobody will grow hungry. I'm trying to be economical because you don't want to overhunt, overharvest, and overdo things in general. You want to have it just right, and I'm actually trying to do exactly that. So I'm doing small expansions. However, I'm hoping that at the end of this episode we will have something magnificent to show for. That's kind of the idea anyway. The realization will be what it becomes. Alright, so I am once again building these walls because I want to have, a sleeping room common. I've realized only during the previous episode that you can actually have designated rooms by amount of stuff that you put in. I never knew that, and I actually, watching some of the streamers, they actually never paid attention to it, which is does seem kind of bonkers, but I don't know. Anyway, the purpose of this porch that I've built here beside the fence is that it will be going, hopefully, out to the, well, not the palisades. I fully intend to build a limestone wall, which will become a defensive structure. And as you can see, I'm actually clearing everything except the limestone and the clay. So once we dig out stuff, this will be a prime time location for depositing everything. And that's one of the tips for you new players, myself included, is that if you build it like this, then you don't need to haul all the building materials from here to wherever your stockpile will be. So Dan and Michael are chugging away. Joe apparently found that praying is the, activity du jour that he wants to get involved into. While Sweaty Ann has decided to do something more meaningful with her life, and she's off chasing rabbits to the north of everything, as you can tell. Look at it. She's chasing bunnies. Yes. Come on, Sweaty Ann. Will you be supplying the dinner? Who knows? Anyway, a few rotting carcasses aside, we are overall doing good. The pot is gently cooking on the stove with, of course, the rabbits and the deer, not the carcasses, obviously. What the hell were you thinking? However, Joe is apparently enjoying some self-backgammon, and Michael is coming along for the ride because he wants to give him a proper challenge. Yes. All right, guys, you do realize that it's actually it's 2 o'clock. Yeah, oh, it's your lunch break. Alrighty then. Okay, well, after the lunch break, will you get into some constructions, please? Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they do. Alright, so as you can see, we have a basic research table that we have put inside of this building. And I'm just trying to do a cancellation order on this little... whatnot you gonna call it? Cancel, yeah, this. So, and I'm gonna cancel a little bit of that. Alright. The interesting part is that the flooring still stands, which is kind of ridiculous, I know, but what can you do? There we go. There we go. There we go, and there we go. So it's gonna be a little bit more firm than that. I'm actually thinking of not even providing a walkway between the two. Rather having it walled off. Because if you wall it off, then, you know, for safety reasons and everything, it can become one great hole eventually. If you just don't wall it in, then people will go willy-nilly and they'll go wherever the hell they please. And me being their lord, I don't think that's the best solution, to be perfectly honest with you, fellas. So, right, okay, wooden floor, can you fill the rest of the tiles? Okay, yes you can. Thank you. Joe Water bottleneck skill is now +4. I'm all thrilled to know that. He is there dumping and chopping and whatnot carrots. While Dan is actually chopping some meat, if I'm not mistaken. No, and he's gotten... Dan Beck culinary skill is now level 10. Ho ho! In no time will he be making culinary delicacies that will put Master Chef to shame. Right, so... apparently he got tired of chopping meat and he went to chop some wood instead. Well, okay, I guess. I'm not totally against it and I don't have an opinion on it, but let's see if it goes. Michael and Joe in the meantime are taking or holding up and digging up as many resources as possible. And now let's start constructing a limestone wall. So where do we go? I'm actually thinking somewhere outside of this storage would be kinda nice. Shall we build like this? And then like this? Yes. Which means I'll probably need to adjust the size of this resource pile. Hold on, wooden beams. I want people to be able to get over there. Okay, wooden beam, not enough allowed resources. I mean, I really need to go all in on harvesting wood again, I guess. Michael is hungry. Michael, don't you have enough food there? You know, cooked meals? I should probably check up on the status of it. I don't know. Maybe just he didn't time to eat. Anyway, Joe and Dan are constructing while Sweaty Ann is hungry. Go figure. Probably will need to put more emphasis on cooking, clearly. Anyway, it's 8 o'clock in the evening and we should we research fletching or cooking? I guess people being hungry, cooking might be the better option, because then we can have actually preserving the food. Okay, yeah, I'm game. Let's unlock it. Or shall we go with tailoring? Cooking or tailoring is the right... Oh, right, we'll do smelting, because you cannot construct a stove without smelting some iron, I think. So I think that's actually the better proposal. All right. Right now I'm actually leaving holes and gaps in the wall because so that the people can more easily get around and, you know, do stuff that they actually need to be doing. Look at that defensive wall getting done quickly. Beautiful. Michael, can you prioritize holding this to the stockpile, please? I want to remove it so I can construct building my defensive walls. Thank you very much. Okay, limestone wall, yes. Continue building it. Whether or not it's worth it, I have no idea, guys. Let me know in the comments. Alright, so... Birch tree. We will have those, you know, growing up in no time. This basement I have started digging up for the purposes of building the inn, which makes sense that it's close to the stockpile. And I'm actually thinking of building, you know, a limestone wall maybe here to, you know, start building it from the limestone. That would be really nice. Maybe even from clay, but I don't know. Building a kitchen right now. Oh, autosave. Right now where the rotting pile of dead carcasses are, it's not really an attractive proposition right now. I don't know, can't really tell. Right, wooden beams. Let's place some wooden beams, despite the fact that we don't have any wood. Because that's entirely, you know, doable and makes sense, and of course we're gonna do it. Sounds to me like I'll need to chop the whole wood. Come on, do it. Chop it! Oh, is there a longbow over there that I'm seeing? Prioritize chipping the birch tree. Joe, also prioritize cutting the birch tree. Dan, prioritize chipping the, well, oak tree. You know the drill. Michael, you are a very religious person. I respect that, but do cut some trees, will you? All right. Now with everybody focusing on cutting down a couple of trees, hopefully we will have enough wood to construct what we need to do, because we're getting a little bit of stuck of a sort. So, all right. How are we with the beds? See, we need 2 more beds constructed. Pronto. Once we actually have enough wood, we should probably construct the beds, because people have nowhere to sleep. Otherwise, they'll be sleeping outside. Now, that wouldn't be too fun, now would it? Oh, I just love the music. See, the mood of Michael is actually elated because his initial optimism, religious needs fulfilled, slept in a nice bed and ate at a table. See? Initially, he is doing very well. Michael is also decided he went... Sweaty Ann is better person to be constructing things, while Michael just chills out a bit because he hold wood and he is tired. And Joe and Sweaty Ann are building the wooden walls. Well, sounds reasonable to me. Let's build a thatched roof on top of the limestone building that we will be constructing. Hopefully it will become the inn. The inn I have designed so it's like top floor should be wooden tables and whatnot. Bottom floor should be the kitchen, chopping and whatnot. And the bottom floor will be the food storage or the cellar. So hopefully that should be fine. I'm also building a smokehouse and a smelting furnace right now just next to the storage, because I think I want everything to have close by. Okay, smokehouse. So here we will be smoking meat, of course. What else would you be smoking? They didn't have, I think, cigars back then. Maybe they had pipes. I don't know. All right. Look at them chopping off and constructing the walls. And I'm actually going to build a door over there. I mean, it's not ideal, but hopefully we can make it into something more reasonable. All right, you go here and you go here, so that we have a way of getting on top of the walls, per se. And beside the walls, we will be building, you know, the wooden... I don't know what you call it. Is it palisade or... Oh, and I cannot construct the wooden floor back there. Okay, which requires a minor alteration. Okay, fair enough. Cancel. We'll cancel this beam and everything on it, and we'll cancel this beam and everything on it. All right. That means we need to build it a little bit differently. So we go from here, we build a limestone thing here. We build another limestone here. Then we make like this, and like this. So this should ensure that we have a stable structure, because stability is important in getting medieval. Go figure. Guys, I'll be honest with you, I'm really enjoying getting medieval. I mean, the game is amazing. It looks top-notch. The gameplay is fun. Sometimes things takes ages to actually do and build, but I'm getting... It's only the beginning. We have only 4 people. I mean, how can you have 4 people building a fortress of a sort? Of course you can't. But we have to try and have at least something initial. I was initially thinking of going for a keep, but then by the time I realized that would be the better option, I already was heavily invested into building this thing, so yeah. What can you do? Anyway. Going here with this. There we go. And the floors, then we'll have the staircases leading up to it. Hopefully. Like this. So that people can actually get on top of the walls. For defensive purposes, of course. Beautiful. Michael, please hold the wood back. Shall we cancel the... Yeah. Dan is enjoying entertainment. Get back to work. And you're writing. What the hell are you thinking? You guys are actually slacking. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Yeah. Sorry. It's your lunch break. Yeah, I'm just thinking about efficiency and how the amount of time on the rest afternoon is actually killing the efficiency. Yes. What can I tell you? I'm a regular medieval tyrant. Probably there will be an uprising and I will be burnt at the stake, or at least, you know, something. Okay. We have the brewing station over here, which is actually also quite nice. We want to brew some fine ales so that everybody can enjoy a good drink, because, guys, honestly, the drinks are more important than I initially gave them credit, because people here apparently don't drink water, they drink ale, and if they're thirsty as hell, they won't be really happy now, will they? So, yeah. And there are a couple of people who just drinking on the job, and they're really not efficient if they're not drinking. Well, what can you do? Now, okay, we have Dan is constructing. Construction failed. That's what you get when you're messing with beginners. I'm sorry, Dan, but there's too much of things to be done, so get your construction knowledge up to the snuff, please. Limestone wall. Should I maybe build another limestone wall here? There we go. And then we're just gonna build the wooden arches and everything on top of the wooden arches, shall we? What about the staircase? Yes, let's place wooden beams. I want to reinforce the structure to be able to carry the weight of my villagers defending the village, or the castle, and me, their lord. Now, yes, limestone wall. Maybe we take, I don't know, 5 to 10. Shall we place a couple? I don't want to place it on the limestone resource. That wouldn't be really smart thing to do. Let's place this, and then let's put the floor tilings all the way up there. There we go. Okay. I should probably build something getting over up there, and probably I should do it on the other side as well. There we go. Anyway, Dan and Swedian are gardening, I guess. Joe is writing his notes while Michael has decided to take a recreation and do some digging. And apparently nobody is prioritizing on building a bed, meaning 2 people will be sleeping on the floor. Joe is a little bit sad, I don't know why. Research, how is our research progressing? We have only 2 available notes. Oh shoot. Alright. The stockpile is getting... yeah, we have loads of twigs, but very little of logs. Yeah. What do you do with all the twigs? If we have some experience getting medieval players, please look at my resources and let me know. Is there something I should be doing first, rather? Harvest ruined. Sweatian? You shall feel my wrath. Okay, there. Okay, I see what you're doing. You're actually building more limestone. That's okay, that's okay. Sweatian, botany skills level is now 17. Okay, as long as you don't mess up another harvest. And look, she's sleeping on the floor. Joe is sleeping on the floor, and Michael is the powerhouse digging as always. And I don't get it. Look at this. We have 2 done beds, and everybody is sleeping on the floor. I mean, what the hell? Did I do something wrong? Oh no, they have the beds down there. Whew. Yeah, I was building a new set of beds upwards. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's just build another wooden door at the back, because I'm thinking this will eventually become a room which will contain research, maybe library or something else. So Michael and Dan are praying. Sweatian is gardening. She is really adamant with her gardening, and that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Sweatian, for all the hard work. Because of you, we have plenty of cotton, but nowhere to sew it. Michael is chopping off what he should be doing, and nobody's chopping wood, what eventually they should be doing as well. Beautiful. Yeah. I mean, we do have a small garden, and okay, harvest ruin. Okay, that's fine, don't worry about it. Joe is really digging his research. Probably we should reshuffle his priorities. He is eating, we have stew pile, we have 9 stew, which is good. Edible meals, that's definitely nice. Cover effectiveness 10%, wooden door. Alright, let's build another. There we go. Limestone wall. We'll place another 2 sections here, and then we will be pulling up the corner, and then we'll go down. I'm thinking instead of these shrines we'll build eventually a small chapel or something, or a crypt. I have no idea, but maybe it will be just nice. Construction failed. I don't like to see food reserves on the stockpile low. Ooh, we should prioritize cooking a little bit, and maybe even hunting, who knows. After all, we don't want our people to grow hungry. Look at them constructing all the way. Yeah, it's funny how quickly they're building everything with limestone, but how slowly they're building everything with everything else. And we do have berries to pick, and, you know, sturdy wooden spear, low building damage, high armor penetration. Somebody pick it up, please. Can you haul it to the stockpile? Michael? Prioritize hauling to the stockpile, please. Thank you. There we go, beautiful. Okay, Dan and Sweatian are just chilling, enjoying their, getting ready for some resources, I guess. Alright, and they're continuing building with wood. Oh, finally. That's nice. Research, how's our research doing? We have 15. I'm thinking to getting slowly into tailoring. I mean, I know it's only spring, soon it will become summer, and we'll need to build the cold storage. And I'm already almost prepared for it. Food reserves stockpile low, research available. Yeah. We're gonna revisit that shortly. Sticks pile, pick it up, please. We should probably also get up a couple of berries, I guess. I don't know what that thing red was. Let's harvest these, and they didn't woke up too happy. Why? I have no idea. Are they tired or... It doesn't say. They're praying a lot, that's for sure. Summer! Summer appeared like a warm blessing, causing the settler to shed their warm clothing. Now is the time to build something which I wasn't able to read because I've been collected too fast. Dang it! By the way, do guys let me know if you prefer it more on the afterburners, if you prefer a more leisurely pace that I'm actually doing here, or should I go with faster? I'm actually thinking to swap between speeds 1, 2, and 3 as we have something or have nothing to do depending on how it goes. People are increasing with their construction skill, which is definitely a bonus. Oh look, the bones have decomposed into nothing. That's beautiful. Alright, then back culinary skill is now level 11. We should start thinking about these constructions, so... Yes, we should have eventually somewhere here the... what am I saying? The inn, yes. How am I going to do it? I have no idea. Probably I'll focus more on the next episode. This time I'm actually focusing partly defenses, primarily. At least to have the inner circle where we will be mostly self-sufficient. I'm probably going about it entirely wrong, but, you know. Also, somebody should get more into the cooking. I'm thinking Dan is probably going and grabbing resources for the cooking. There we go. He put some stove, you know, warmed up the fire, and he's cooking something, I think. Joe is... We're gonna deprioritize the construction for Joe. So that also he can focus a little bit on cooking. Dan is actually more on the cooking side. Good. Somebody should remove this big pile of... Prioritize hauling to the stockpile, please. The vegetable has rotten, just move it away, please. Slightly hungry, slept outside. Why did you sleep outside, Dan? Oh, it could be because I forgot the door on that rear thing. Aha. Okay. Joe is again doing some research. Dan is getting more resources for cooking. Chop the tree, please. I need some wood for construction. Birch tree. Backgammon. Sweaty Ann is having a nice lunch. She was hungry. Dan as well. I'm actually thinking of producing some wine and some, you know, until I have a few of those. So just to have something on the brewing station, because I think it's kind of important that we have something to drink. Otherwise people are going to get very thirsty and they're going to get a metric crap ton of negative modifiers. And then we'll be in some serious world of hurt. And I really want to be constructing the beds as well. Yes. Okay. So Raphael, not enough resources for any of those. Harvest. Okay, please harvest these, will you? Barley, it's ripening. Maximum yield in 3 days. Okay, I guess Sweaty Ann will be taking care of those. Herbs are still young, which is nice. all in all, I'm pretty happy with the way that our little castle is coming up. Whether or not it's sufficient, I have honestly no idea. Then is actually growing another birch tree, I guess. So that we replace the one that we have chopped down, which is actually fair enough. You see, the game is actually progressing at a slow pace, but there's always plenty of things to take care of, take into account, do stuff, and you know, so it's never really, you know, it's a lot of micromanagement that goes into it if you really want to micromanage it. Otherwise, you could just leave it on everything and see how it goes. Okay, now Sweaty Ann is being pissed by ugly apparel, so she should and desperately thirsty, as you can tell. So that's why we need to brew some more ingredients to be able to construct something. And she slept outside. Okay, we need to modify that, I guess. All right, cutting plants, botany. Should we do the priority, up the priority a little bit so that we do a little bit more of it? Okay, Michael, you are the new head of cutting the plants. Yes. All right. Now, then, are you showing that much prayer is actually going to give you anything good? I'm actually thinking you probably need a bit more work and less pray, because, you know, ora et lambora, doing both things, they actually help you get to things quicker. I think that would be actually a better way to go about it, don't you think? Right, so Joe is once again at his research while Michael is finally constructing the top beds, because once I actually construct these top beds I can scrap the ones at the bottom and start doing, you know, the crafting tables at the bottom. So this would be sort of, you know, like a dormitory slash building thingy. Until now, I have been experiencing an utter lack of sleeping things. Okay, Michael, we have actually quite a lot of jobs, quite a lot of things that we need to do, but too few people to do it. By the way, guys, do you know of any way of quickly getting more people? Because if you do, let me know in the comments. Also, if you know a little bit more how to manage everything, or should I be doing less, do let me know also in the comments below. I'm thinking of digging out the rest of this dirt because I want to start, you know, the construction on our inn as well. It's really important. Research. Tailoring. Yes, I'm gonna go ugly apparel, remember? We should be crafting a bit more newer apparel, so... And I will be putting the crafting table below. So prioritize building the wooden hay bed, please. Hungry, ugly apparel, desperately thirsty. Is nobody really brewing anything? Do we even have the resources for it? Deconstruct the wooden beds at the bottom. And construct the one on the top, please. I want to be placing the sewing station here. Because that actually makes a lot more sense. Okay, space already occupied. They first need to remove the beds. And then I'll be putting the sewing station. Maybe, oh, like this. Yeah, that could work. Okay, and please construct the top bed, if you don't mind. We're getting close to the another day night. Another day night? Listen to me. I have apparently had something weird to drink. I don't know. Swedian is actually building everything that we need. I'm just hoping that she built everything. We have the woodwork bench, and then we would have a bowyer table. Woodwork bench, thank you. And then the bowyer stable. Can we build it right about here, like perhaps this? Okay, so we have woodwork bench, sewing station, and wood. Yeah, this is a regular crafting building, so to say. The butcher table is gonna get moved into the kitchen eventually because it doesn't really need to be on the outside. Okay, the 4 beds are constructed. Today people will hopefully be sleeping indoors rather than outside. Maybe I need to pull up another door, I'm not sure exactly. Okay, products. We have nothing to produce the brewing station, so that's why people are desperately thirsty. Okay, gotcha. What do we need to to be constructing? We have some meat. We have everything here. Swetian is gathering resources for construction. I mean, you should be sleeping now. It's 10 o'clock. Go back to sleep, Swetian, please. Okay, Swedian is sleeping. Now we'll see if they slept outside or inside. I'm hoping that they slept actually inside this time. This is also nice. I really dig the feature that it's a little bit accelerated. You know, with everything. This is a spare room. A spare room empty for now. Perhaps its time purpose will become apparent. Yeah, you have to be taking into account what is needed for the dormitories and whatnot, so right now it's a spare room, I guess. People woke up happy. That's good. Apparently they are under the roof. They have not slept outside, hopefully. And maybe they'll be able to go about their business. Now let's see. How are we doing today? Okay, we need a smelting furnace, and I'm actually almost thinking of building it somewhere here at the back because we will need a smithy at some point. However, I don't want people hauling incredible amounts of stuff back and forth. After all, you do know that it's a lot needed to be able to smith things, so I don't know. Leather, herbs. Michael, what's troubling you, Michael? Why are you unhappy? Do you need to go and pray a little bit? Yeah, I guess so. What are you praying? You are praying for a little bit of ale, right? Swedian is constructing the woodwork table and the bowyer's table, hopefully. After which we will have a castle more or less built. Or built castle. That's a little bit of a tall order. However, oh, we have a door here, so they are actually inside. Beautiful. Now look, Swedian can go up and exit downwards as we originally intended. That's beautiful. Michael is building the staircase, and Swedian is gonna grab some more resources for construction. That's just great. We are no longer short for wood, which is definitely good. We have some digging queued up, and I think Michael is about to actually do it, and he is also desperately thirsty. That's also one thing to consider. We should really focus on brewing station. Tell you what, guys, I'm actually doing the post commentary, so maybe I'm gonna do it for the next episode. Who knows? I'm hoping that Dan will be getting resources for actually brewing something. And that this time it won't spoil, because I need to actually understand the recipes. I'm still very new to this game, so if you do have some comments and you're seeing something obvious that I'm not, that something is missing, please do let me know in the comments below. Okay, Dan is constructing something. Good. Probably we should start continuation of our walls because our defenses are nowhere near built. And I see that we do have some limestone on the stockpile, so we could use the day instead of just writing things that we do a little bit more construction, I guess. Ooh, we have iron down there. That will be mighty useful for the kitchen later on. There we go. A bit of limestone. Hopefully that will turn out to be quite nice. I'm going to place 2 doors. One here. Come on. Here-ish. Another one here-ish. Then later on we're going to tighten the security. I'm just trying to make it easy for my folks to get in and out of the castle. Otherwise, I have not built a defensive structure, but I have built something which will prevent me from moving around. So, yeah. First we wall it in and then we create something more meaningful. Ivy shrub. That's handy. Clearly my folks are overworked because this... I'm guessing that amount of work of building this is gargantuan, and no doubt in some time we'll get a rebellion on our hands, but we have to, you know, prioritize things. So what can you do? All right, we have plenty of cotton. We have nowhere to actually use it. That's actually bad. We need a tailor, sew house, and whatnot. But apparently nobody is actually eager on sewing things when we're still building our defenses. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Like if you like the episode, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.